Hello everybody, name is here. Today's game is called Visual Novel and this is the first time to play. Why I want to play this game is simple. The character, the girl with the cat ears was so cute. Well, actually I wanted to play this game in Japanese but bad news there wasn't supported. So, let's play. Oh, sorry. Hey Taro. Time to wake up now. You're missing out on another beautiful day. Alright. I am awake, old man. Come on, Taro. We both know that I'm not. We both know that I'm not that old. That's because you stopped counting after you had your 25th birthday. 25th? Yep, I'm still 21 years old. Anyway, you had better to get ready to go. Your training starts today and we have a lot of work to do. Yeah, no problem. I'll be ready soon. Good, you have yours. And you can't waste it lying around that bed of yours. I don't think it's unreasonable to sleep for 8 hours a day. Well, you better get used to early starts. I'll be downstairs when you're ready. I'm here. I hear him shuffling away from the door. When Grandpa called my parents months ago, I had hardly expected to be moving in with him. Apparently, my family comes from a lineage of priests. My father was My father was priest, as was my grandfather, and as was my great grandfather. Generations dedicated to the understanding of the spirit world. Of course, I don't believe in spirits or ghosts at all. All my school friends always saw me as being too serious. They always had doubts about visiting haunted places or abandoned houses. And I was always the one to go in and tell them there was nothing there. Oh well, even if I don't believe in spirit, it's a family tradition at this point. It may seem silly and pointless to do, but someone has to keep their old practice alive. So here I am now. I'm surprised that my parents were willing to let me move so suddenly. Maybe it's because they're worried about Grandpa. If I'm around, I can make sure that he stays safe. Anyway, I had better to go downstairs. About time you turn up. Now then, Toru, you may seem some odd things as a priest. There's another world out there, believing it or not. So don't panic if something unusual happens. Alright, Grandpa, I promise not to panic. He starts talking like this at times. Of spirits of moments of extraordinary things. I don't dare to tell him that I don't believe any of it. He's getting pretty old and senility might be setting in. I'm completely serious, Toru. Not anything in this world can be explained. I used to be really skeptic, but then I starting seeing things. Trust me, you understand when it happened to you too. I understand, Grandpa. I'm sure there's a lot more to the world than we think there is. Damn right, there is. Now get some breakfast into you. I'm going to show you around the temple grounds soon. It's always such a rush with Grandpa around. I'm now that he's getting old, but you'd think that he would take a moment to relax. Oh well, it's his home. It's his roots. I don't want to cause a fuss over such things. After a quick breakfast, Grandpa is straight out the door. Come on, Slowpoke. Slowpoke. I thought young people were supposed to be fast. It's alright not to rush, Grandpa. I can only imagine how he must have been when he was a young man. Always rush, rush, rush. Oh, the world waits for no one, Toru. He takes a deep breath. Nothing beats the crisp air on a summer morning. I don't doubt that at all. Talking a walk isn't so bad. So, Grandpa, I'm now that it's a tradition for men in our family to become priest. That's right. Your father, me, my father, generation after generation. I know that, but there is just one thing I don't understand. Why was it so urgent for me to come here of all places? Don't worry, it will all make sense to you later. That's rather ominous, don't you think? Believe me, this is one of those things which won't make sense until you see it yourself. So just keep walking, Jess. We'll get there soon. I'll soon that a strong young man like you isn't about to be beaten by a real like me, right? It sounds like you're challenging me to a race. Don't you want to? Please, Grandpa. Your needs aren't what they used to be. The doctor said I was fine, provided that you do not do any hard work to bend them too often. Grandpa just shaking his head. We're almost there now. It should be just around the corner. Are you sure, Grandpa? Of course I am. I know this place like the back of my hand. Grandpa is infamous for always giving a vague idea of how close we are to somewhere. It's always just around the corner or just over the hill. Looks like we're here. Take a good look. You're going to become very familiar with this place. Two massive wooden structures sit side by side, just over the village. Grandpa becomes proudly as he looks upon them. Welcome to the temple grounds, Toru. This place will become a second home to you over the new few months. Wait, I'm going to be tending to both of these shrines? That's right. I don't want to sound like I'm being lazy or anything. But isn't it unreasonable for me to be tending to two shrines at once? Both of them are fairly large building after all. Oh come on, you aren't afraid of a bit of hard work, are you? No, but this is a lot of work for one person. Is there anyone else who came to buy here? Any other priests who help tend to these shrines? Nope, you're going to be the only priest here. Don't worry, you won't be alone. I won't be alone? You mean that people will come by regularly? Oh, you'll understand soon enough. A priest is never alone at shrine, trust me. Now he's saying even more ominous things. Well, it would be nice to get some extra help with this. I still have to attend school, you know. Don't worry, it'll work out just fine. Go on. Have a look at them and let me know what you think. I began to walk across the bridge, only to notice that Grandpa isn't walking with me. Aren't you coming with me? I've already seen it myself. There's no need for me to look at something I already know like the back of my hand. Grandpa, ready? Really, it'll be fine. You're a young man, right? You should be able to look after yourself. Well, it'd be difficult to get lost in these places. Don't worry, I'll be right here when you get back from the other side. Other side, he says. Well, I guess there's nothing else to be done. Wandering over the buildings, I try to decide which one I should visit first. Both of the shrines somehow have an ageless quiet above them. But if there's no one here, how are they so well preserved? There must be someone looking after them. Looking closer at the time to my right, it seems a little more run down. I think that if I'm going to be tending to these shrines, I should attend to the one which needs the most attention first then. Grandpa says there's no other priest here, and yet he said I wouldn't be alone. It's definitely that same suppers, supporters nonsense he's been talking about even since I got here. He probably thinks there are spirits or something in their shrines. Their shrines are very well hidden to being in an urban area. And if I'm going to be spending a lot of time by myself here, I can only imagine that my mind will play tricks on me. Oh well, it's no different to those dares that I used to do when I was younger. Everyone thought that I was fearless. If there were a haunted house or an abandoned building, I'll be the only one who would explore it. I have yet to see a ghost or a spirit or anything like that. Confidently open the door. The rays of the early morning sun illuminate the dust drifting through the air. It has been some time since anyone has been in here, it seems. No, if that had been the case, this dust would have settled a long time ago. Someone or something has been moving through their halls. It obviously can't be a spirit. How exactly would a ghost unsettle dust? Probably just a visitor or something in the case. Now that I think about it, I can't hear someone moving through this place. Stirring my ears, I swear that I had a wood creaking. Oh, I don't know how old this temple is, but creaks and groans all the time in old places like these. I'd better see what other rooms there are in this place. If I'm going to attend to this shrine, well, then I would like to be spotless. One of the doors appears to be closed, and I hear creaking coming from within. This happened in those old houses I visit all the time. There was nothing there every time I checked. So let's open it wide. As I slide the door aside, I am met with a most unusual sight. A woman is standing in front of me, wearing the garb of the shrine maiden. However, it's very loose around her shoulders, and I cannot help but notice some very prominent features sticking out. Her face shows no sign of embarrassment or any emotion at all. Those strange, bare eyes of hers just stare deeply into mine. Amber, good color. But there's something else I just noticed. Something which I am not sure if I am really seeing or not. Two pairs of black and white ears apart from her hair, moving just like a cat ear would, and a black pale with white fur on the end sticks up in the air. She does not move to readjust her grab. The entirely of her attention is focused only on me. Hey, you should do something about. Do I really have to say it out loud? Say it out loud? I was wondering when you would arrive. Her voice is straightly harmonic. Despite her youthful appearance, there is something venerable about her. But was she waiting for me? Is that so? Yes, it is. I see. Could I please get an explanation? What is there to explain? Surely you already know, don't you? Not exactly, no. She does not seem to be bothered by being seen like this. Although I am impressed with her. No, this really isn't a good time to be focused on that. Your eyes are wandering. I can sense deep uncertainty within you. You should not worry, however. I entrust myself to your care. My care? You are the one who You're the one who will be tending to this shrine, are you not? Her face draws closer to my mind. There is something beautiful about her, but I do not know what it could be. Well, that is true. I wasn't really expecting company, however. A priest is never alone in a shrine. She's telling me exactly what Grandpa did. Our fates are as one now, priest. Our fates are as one now, priest. I know it was a long journey to arrive here, so I'm truly grateful. Right? Just excuse me for a moment. I need to get some fresh air. As a wish. I will be waiting for you when you return. Quietly, I walk out of the room, leaving her to continue dressing. What was that just now? Was I just seeing things? I think I'll just go home and pretend that I didn't see anything at all. Yes, that would be the best idea for now. Grandpa didn't say much all the way home. He only talked about mundane things. Mundane things like how he needed to weed the garden. And yet, I am sure that he knew that I wasn't quite myself. Now it's midday. Now it's midday, and I have just been sitting in here, unsure of what to think. Was there really someone there? And the way she was dressed, something about her didn't really seem that human. Let no even mention how I saw cat ears and tails. Hey Toru, you're going to have to calm down for lunch eventually. I'll be down there soon. Just need a moment. Come on, the food's going to get cold if you don't hurry up. I'd better go down there. Grandpa has already set the table nearly, waiting just for me. There you are. I was wondering if you had been sucked into the alternate dimension. I'd explain why it took you so much long time to get down here. I don't see something like that happening anytime soon. You never know. The veil between words can be very, very thin, and you can slip in between them without even noticing, just like putting your hand into the ocean. There he goes, saying things like that again. Then again, considering what I saw today. Oh. Is something wrong, Grandpa? Normally you get this look on your face when I talk about things like that. I know that you're a skeptic, but now there's doubt in your eyes. There's wide grin on his face. You saw something, didn't you? I know that you did. I just shake my head at him. I didn't see anything. Even if I did, I'm showing that it was just my imagination. Oh no. Why you would say something like even if I did? He leans over the table. Lean, huh? What was that? It's almost like something did happen, but you're denying it. Who you are trying to convenience, you or me? I'm telling you that I didn't see anything. It's just an old building and my eyes were playing tricks on me. Yep, that was I said when I first saw them too. What do you mean by them actually? Exactly. The spirits, of course. There should be one in each building at those temple grounds. How would he know that? No, this has to be joke. Look, I never believed anything of my spirit business, but I am just doing this to keep a family tradition alive. There aren't any such things as spirits or other words or anything like that. Grandpa just stares, sneaking to himself. Oh boy, if you're having a hard time with it now, I hope you're ready for what's going to come next. Can we please not such ominous things during lunch? This is ominous. Ominous things during lunch. Alright. Eat up, there are plenty to go around. A hot meal should help me get my mind off things. Grandpa's cooking is surprisingly good. I guess he had to learn how after Grandpa passed away. Maybe this cooking is the reason why he has so much angry. He loves his spice, especially chill and oregano. I wonder if he ever thinks of her when he's cooking. I've never seen you have an appetite like this before. Maybe you're nervous either. There's another slight smile on his face. Why would I be nervous for? For? He leans on the table with one elbow. Why don't you tell me? I shake my head again. Alright, no need to be like that. Could you clean the dishes when you are done? I need to go get some rest. Grandpa's doctor have said that he needs to get bed rest regularly. Well, if I'm here, I might as well be helpful. Sure, no problem. Go get some rest, Grandpa. You're a good kid, Toru. A bit serious, and you tended to overanalyze things. But you're a good kid. Thanks, Grandpa. I would be far away if you need anything. No worries, sleep well. He shuffles upstairs, heading straight for his bedroom. Well then, he was really on my case. I know that he's being believer in these kinds of things, but I don't want to have that kind of talk with him. As I scrub the porcelain dishes, I can't help but think over who I saw again. She was beautiful. Now that she has a great figure, but I was more captivated by her eyes than anything. Distant, golden, amber eyes. Was I really just imagining all of it? Well, there are no explaining how or why she has a cat tail or anything like that, so I couldn't possibly have been real. With that said, I think that this should be the last time I think about it. If there are any notice in those shrines, I won't go to investigate them. It knows that I think that I will find anything. But somehow I feel that I should not angel my curiosity. Wait, I think heard something moving upstairs. It's probably just Grandpa going to answer nature's call or something. I continue to scrub the dishes, but wait, what with those bubbles? Gigantic soap bubbles emerge from the sink, floating lazily in the air. I look deeper into them. In their reflection, I can't quite make out what I see in their depths. All of them pop at once in my face. What was that exactly? Something about the air feels odd. I can't quite put my finger on it, but something does not feel right. Well, wait, I still hear movement upstairs, and I can hear the distant creak of my bedroom door opening. Why would Grandpa be entering my room? I put down dust plates. I am cleaning the head upstairs. clean, and head upstairs. The door to my room is open, but I definitely let it close when I left. Looking over to Grandpa's room, his door is firmly shut as well. He always leave him open whenever he leaves the room and plans to go back there. So if it wasn't him who opened the door to my room, who was it? Well, I have to look. I open the door wide, giving me an un unobstructed view of my room. Hi. Who? What? A girl lying on my bed, curled into a ball. Her delicate pale skin practically shimmers in the rays of the sun. She already seems to be fast asleep, comfortably snuggling into my blankets. I quietly get closer to her. She seems to shift a little bit, but she just sitting back in. She's strange feeling. She captivating. It likes it's like back the shrine. Despite myself, I cannot help but stare. She has furry, snow-white cat ears and tail. She's just like a strange-looking shrine maiden. But somehow she is different. No less beautiful. However, I'll bet not let my eyes wander, even though she's wearing such short shorts and her top is so loose. Is she wearing a bra? It doesn't look like she is. No. I can't let myself be distracted by this nonsense. This is just a hallucination. Hey you. She just buries her face deeper into the bed cover. What are you doing on my bed? She yawns loudly. I'm sleepy. And she looks so comfortable on your bed. The sun is shining through the window just the right way. It's true, she's soaking up the sunlight just how cat would. But you just broke into my home. I know that my bed might be comfy, but you can't stay there. Why not? It's illegal. How did you get in here anyway? There's always a way. You just have to find the right place at the right time. That's the nature of sleeping in between worlds. Where your hand enters a puddle, it may not end up in the same place on the other side. She's sporting the same kind of nonsense that my grandfather would. Alright, enough of this. Are you working with my grandfather? Is there some sort of joke? Are you also working with that other girl I saw at the shrine? Kayo, the black cat? She's nothing but bad luck. I never work with her. Even though she doesn't open her eyes, I can't see a frown form on her face. Well then. Well, when you're done napping, please see yourself out. Okay, no problem. A smile risen to her face as she stretches out, letting the sun's rays soak into her alabaster skin. I can't help but keep looking at her as slowly back out of the room. Am I going mad? I don't want to open the door again. If I look in there and she's still on my bed, happily lying in the sun's rays. If that actually happened, then what does that mean? I thought that my grandfather just becomes silly. But what if Toru? Who were you talking to? I'm trying to sleep, damn it. Grandpa walks out of his bedroom, rubbing some sleep out of his eyes. Oh, that's look on your face. It's there again. You saw something again, didn't you? No, you're just hearing things, Grandpa. Oh, come on, my hearing isn't that bad yet. I definitely know that I hear the girl voice in your room. Don't tell me that I already got a girlfriend from around here. You didn't hear anything, okay? You didn't hear anything, okay? I didn't hear anything either. Well, there's nothing wrong with starting early, you know. When I was your age, I was already married and on my way to paying off my mortgages. Look, can we please just drop this? Judging by the look on his face, he isn't satisfied just yet. He looks over at my closed bedroom door. Well, just indulge me. Mind if I take a look in your room? My blood freezes as he says that. It's not like there's anything in there, right? So it's fine to have a look, isn't it? I guess so. Come on then, since you're woken me up, it's only fair that you let me be a bit noisy. Alright, I'll show you that there's nothing there. Sure enough, as we step into the room, there's not another soul to be seen. Even if there's a silly smell on Grandpa's face. Oh, I see. So that's how it is. What is it? He just shrugged. Who knows? Maybe my hearing really is going. 25. Grandpa. Anyway, Toru doesn't stress out too much about things like that. It's important that you find a good girl and start a popular family with her. There's going to be a lot of cute girls when you start going to school around here. Trust me, I don't want to know how he knows that. So just choose wisely. You never know. You know who you might meet. Alright, I get the point. Go get some sleep, okay? I'll make sure I'm quiet. I'll also make sure the dishes are clean by the time you wake up. Sounds good, Toru. I'll take to you later. He slipped back out of the room. I brushed aside of really fast. I hear his bedroom door close. He has to know more about this than he's letting on. Whoever there's two weird cat women, whatever they're supposed to be, he has to know something about them. I'm certain of it. I walk over to my bed and take a seat. My hand trails across the blanket, feeling the warmth of the midday sun streaming from my window. Did I really just imagine that? Perhaps I did. But even I have to admit that this warmth I feel on my bed, it perfectly shaped. And it does not feel like the warmth you get from sunlight. Was it real? I don't know. I am a skeptic, so I do not simply imagine things, nor have I ever imagined things. So what does it mean if I start seeing things like this? After some sleep and some time spent thinking, I managed to collect my thoughts. It just has to be some sort of joke. Grandpa was the one who sent me to the shrine where I saw the strange girl and another girl who managed to get into our house. He could have let her in earlier or something. I was right near the front door and I would have heard it. Someone had gone upstairs. Those damn things creaked like crazy if you put anyway weight on them at all. So with all that in mind, with all that in mind, I put my unnecessary thoughts to rest. School is starting today, so this will give me something to take my mind off what is happening. I have to go bed to go those shrines eventually. That is just a given. But if I see those girls again, the best thing to do is not to react to those fake tails and ears they're wearing. After all, since this is just some sort of joke, the last things I want to do is give my grandpa the satisfaction of throwing me off. He knows that I am a skeptic, so he must be playing a joke to me. Oh well, he's probably just bored. So I don't see any points in making a big deal out of it. Now then, let's see what this school looks like.